Hey there guys, this is my hello and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy IX. In the previous video, I messed around in Treno and Dolly, and I got my ass kicked by this one monster in the weapon shop. It turns out that I forgot to equip a certain ability, Jelly. I mean, the thing petrifies you, and if it petrifies you, you die because you can't move. Thankfully, he's using Thundara, such that, I mean, this may hurt a lot. It doesn't hurt that much, but if he uses Devil Spell, that will petrify me. But I think the second Fever you will take care of this monster, since this monster doesn't have a lot of HP, I assume. I'm kind of sad that Thievery doesn't do a lot of damage, but I mean that is a good amount of damage. But yeah, in off screen, I ran into the Ragtime Mouse 9 more times. So I proved my previous self in the Disc 2 finale wrong when it said, oh, you can only find, the Ragtime Mouse only a limited number of times, and if you miss him in the previous disc, then you miss him for good. No, you can run into him as many times as you want in later discs, but it's better to do it, disc by disc so that it's more spread out. But now it's time for us to face the biggest evil of all. The mandatory card game tournament, in which you play a card game that is effed up. Let's register. We have to win 2 games before we can challenge a champion, and these 2 games are the games that are required. We have to beat these games. Although the champion, well, so the champion's a female. What is this, Cynthia or something? Of course, now that she knows that the champion is a female, he's interested, automatically and all. I mean, I guess the card game tournament had his attention, but now with the champion, it has his curiosity. But that was a long driven. Okay, so cards. I'll be honest, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't. But I guess I'll summon my badass cards like, ooh, this could be good. Let's see, Gargant, you could be bad. Shiva, why not? I mean, I found you back in Alexandria, so why not? What else looks good? Something that looks awesome. Zagnol, maybe? Bomb? I'll be honest, I have no idea how this game plays. So if you feel like you're going to be frustrated, tough. Oh, wait a minute. I guess let's just explain one thing. So there are four, I guess, characters in each card. The first number corresponds to your offense. The second character refers to what type of damage your offense will deal, like be it physical or magical. The third number is, the physical defense, and the fourth number is the magical defense. And P signifies physical, M signifies magical. And there are 2 other characters that are more special cases and they're weird, so I guess I do want something with a high attack. And wow, my cards suck. Okay, I guess I'm going with the Troll? Wow, the Cactuar has a huge defense, but if he goes against a magical dude, then he's screwed. So it's either the Cactuar or Troll. I guess I'll go with the Troll. I think these are good enough cards. But yeah, so the opponent is red and I am blue. And notice how there are arrows pointing in different directions. That is the main gimmick of this game. Let's see. The placement of... So I'm opting to place either Lindblum... Oh wait, not Lindblum. I guess I'll place Shiva below me. Yeah, let's see here. Oh, nice. So, in the case where I fought against a one mouth monster with Shiva, Shiva had a, with Shiva's 3 magical attack, it destroyed that one monster, and when it went against the Magigoria, it actually won in the match-off against the Magigoria. And notice how Shiva was pointing to that mouth monster, but the mouth monster wasn't pointing back to Shiva, which means Shiva automatically won. But Shiva and the Magigoria were facing each other, but since Shiva had the better stats, Shiva won. So I guess that's a slight way to understand this game. But let me tell you this, it doesn't make any wait, what? Oh, right, that was a bad move. I forgot, that was my card. I got that card, but now... Well, I can always place the Tonberry here. Nigel Tonberry, Nigel Tonberry, and what the... Well, that's not good. That's not good. That's not good. I guess I'll place the troll here. Okay, wait, what? This game is kind of weird in that this game has a lot of randomness, and... What is... I'll choose the same cards then. But yeah, you may, you know, have good strategy and have good stats, but there are times when the game screws you over with randomness, such that despite the fact that your cards have better stats than the other opponents, you know, you'll still be screwed over because, you know, randomness will be on the other person's side. So this game is pretty gay, if you want my honest opinion. It's extremely gay. I guess I'll do Rama. I mean, I'm like the one chemist dog that's all like, I have no idea what I'm doing. Because I honestly don't have any idea what I'm doing. None at all. So yeah, this is pretty pathetic. If you're expecting any mastery from me, sorry, this is not my mastery in the one that I showed in Pokemon trading card game. Ooh, a combo. I guess that works. So, ow, that kind of felt painful on the inside. I guess I'll place you here. Let's see how I do. Didn't I have better stats? See, randomness is a bitch. Ugh. I hate this card game. It's so rigged. It doesn't make any sense, but I got a combo, but I lost, didn't I? Wait, I won? Wait, wasn't I losing? Wait, what the? Wait, wasn't I losing? Wasn't I losing? Okay, sure. That made no sense whatsoever. So, I can play the second round now, but I'm gonna choose to go look at some ATs. Also, I'm gonna do something new. If you notice at the right side of the screen, I'm showing off the gameplay of round 2. Yeah, I decided not to commentate over round 2 since who gives a crap about the card game, huh? So, let's take a look at these ATEs here, since I'll be focusing my commentary on the left side of the screen. With ATs and... Isn't this Quan's dwelling outside of Treno? And what's Phoebe doing here? Oh, wait a minute. You said your grandfather was Quan. And this is Quan's dwelling. 2 plus 2 equals 4. This is where your grandfather lived. And in consequence, it's also where you lived. Where you fell? Oh, childhood memories. Back when you used to live with your grandfather. Huh. I suppose not. And especially since you fall so often, you must hate heights even more. Yeah, it looks like it's been unkempt ever since it's been... I guess it's been abandoned ever since you left. I mean, ever since Quan was gone too and all. Huh. I guess he must have gotten sick or something. Well, that's a shame. What's up? What did he say? Hey, it's Quan. Well, that's an interesting point of view from a Q who... You know, does Q always love eating, but he found fulfillment without eating? I guess that's because they're of the same species. But yeah, it's interesting seeing Vivi reminisce about his childhood, or at least... Maybe not his childhood, but I guess his past, back when he lived with his grandfather, back when his grandfather was alive. It's pretty sad how the grandfather's gone. I mean, I'm sure that Vivi was orphaned or something, because I'm sure he was adopted by Quan since they're of different species, but then he was left alone again after Quan died. And that's when Vivi's journey began, because he left, went to Treno, rode in an airship to Alexandria, and boom, here's the game. And here's Freya and Amaranth. The two people who hate each other, but at the same time are perfect fit for each other. Not. Freya's talkative, you're the quiet type. You're just looking into the water, doing absolutely nothing, interacting with nobody. His influence, Zidon's. I guess Zidane has a way of influencing everybody in his team because he believes in his team, after all. He's a team player. Well, oh, I thought he was going to talk about Freya, but I guess Freya's more concerned about finding Kuja. So the thing about Freya is, for the most part, her story regarding Fratli and her allegiance to her hometown is mostly done. She's still recovering from her losses, and she still feels down, but she knows who's responsible, Kuja. So, even though it might not seem like it's a personal connection, she's going to do whatever she can to find Kuja and vanquish him, because Kuja is the one who's ultimately responsible for her misery, in some way. Yeah, we saw Kuja in the mansion before, and he does seem to know the auctioneer pretty well. Lord King? So Kuja is their king? No wonder they're so loyal to him, even though Kuja is so weird. Yeah, the auctioneer's pretty suspicious. What's up? It's as if Amaran seems to know more about this auction house or something. Unemployed security guard. Oh, so that's who. So you used to be a security guard back when you were younger. It kind of seems a bit unfitting for a guy like Amaranth. It's so civil for him. Oh, I guess he must have hated it too, but what happened? Who's he? Yeah, you might have said too much, but at the same time. Well, yeah. I mean, I'd like to hear some backstory. Of course I'm interested. You're not gonna tell me, are you? Well, guess what? I'm gonna go and take a look at... Oh, I can look at the ATE here? Maybe I have to go to another screen and look at the ATE, because I want to see what's up with Amaranth and his past. I mean, it's so interesting seeing Amaranth with his past life as a security guard. I mean, can you imagine Amaranth as a security guard? Maybe, but at the same time. Okay. I wonder who this he is. Oh, so you knew him from before. I thought that when you first met him... Then again, when Queen Braun told him to look for Zidane, he did seem pretty interested. Maybe this is why he's so interested in Zidane. Huh, maybe Zidane forgot about him. I mean, he was just a, lowly security guard here. Oh, so you used to work here. No wonder you know so much about this mansion. Of course you're always looking for a fight, but as a security guard, isn't it your job to not look for a fight? Isn't it your job to stop fights? Well, that's Amaranth for you, So this is back in the past. Flashback. And of course Zidane stole from the auction house. Oh, here's Amaranth doing his job, but at the same time, looking for a fight. Infamous new security guard. Infamous is correct. You're not supposed to get any action. That's your job. Okay, Amaranth, you're screwing up. No wonder you're unemployed. Yeah, pretty much. This would be interesting how this unfolded. Yeah, Zidane's being chased and all, right? What's wrong? What's going on? No way. Are you serious? So, let me get this straight. Zidane stole from the auction house, the same auction house that Amaranth guards, and then Amaranth got framed by Zidane. Wow, Zidane? That's pretty low. Although, I guess that's a little lesson. The sly eagle hides its claws. Didn't Amaranth give some sort of metaphor of animals back when we first saw him in Mid-Age Sorry? So this is how Amaranth's reputation got ruined, huh? And how he became an imposter or a wanted criminal. Well, that's pretty unfortunate. I mean, it's an unfortunate tale, but at the same time, it's pretty hilarious, I have to say. You got framed by Zidane. Even Freya's laughing at you, and Freya doesn't really seem to laugh much at things anymore. I know, right? It's so stupid, but I guess that's why he's so bitter towards Zidane, huh? Oh, you're not bitter? But... And? I guess it's just natural that you're supposed to be together, I wonder if it was Fratley who told that to you. That's pretty interesting, I'll be honest. Amrit being framed, Amrit having his weird values in life. Like, Amrit is following Zidane because he's curious about Zidane and how he's so different from Amrit. But at the same time, he kind of forget how Zidane pretty much ruined his life. Anyway, I'm gonna go to Quan's dwelling, so excuse me. So if you take a look at the map, I am here, Treno is here. So just go right from or left from Treno, whatever. So here is Quan's dwelling where we visited before. We visited this place before as Celeste, but this is Zidane's first time. And who knows, maybe Vivi is still here. Let's check it out. I think Vivi was here the last time we saw him in the ATE. But note that Vivi's only here in the ATE. I mean, Vivi's only here if you watch those ATEs where Vivi goes to, well, here. If you lead him here, then you can see the scenes. If not, then he's not going to be here. Like, if you chose to get the naming way card in the previous video, then you won't see this. But yeah, we find each other. Nice. This was his home. What a dump! I hear you, Slippy. Yeah, now you know. I'm sure you never asked him. I'm surprised you never asked him about where he came from. I mean, I'm sure you knew about how Vivi lived with his grandfather. So what's your story, Vivi? I want to know. So it all started with Quan fishing. And he's hungry, and I guess he wants food. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's a good idea to fish if you're not really fishing from a body of water, but more from mist. Theory of nourishment with no eating. That is Quan's specialty. Oh, you caught something. Is it a fish, or... No way. So, Quan adopted you after he fished you? I guess that makes sense. You know, how else would you be out there in the wild, but... So, you could have been any old black mage, but then you ended up here in a twist of fate. Huh. Yeah, it's pretty weird. I guess Vivi willed for himself to be captured too. I wonder how young Vivi is. Maybe like... I'm not sure if he's even aware. He seems so inactive, unresponsive. Like, wait, what? No way. Gee, I wonder why he was worrying that you weren't growing up into a plump black mage. Yep, that's right. Quan raised Vivi Quan raised Vivi so that Quan could eat him. Yeah, it's a bit sad, but there's actually more to the story behind Quan and Vivi, so don't feel so pessimistic about life now that, this truth has been revealed. There's a little more to the story, but I'll meet you back at Treno. I have a card tournament to finish. So, I won the second round, and as you saw previously, I actually beat the second round rather effortlessly, but I guess it worked out. Although I did screw up near the end, but yeah. Ooh, an ATE. Hallucination, let's see this. But yeah, I'll say this about the card game tournament. Oh, here's Kina. What's up, Kina? Oh yeah, you were kind of denied food since the four-armed man kind of lied about the food he described. Did you eat him in the end? Oh yeah, you kind of need to pay for food. This is not free. I mean, food is not free after all. Otherwise, world hunger wouldn't be a thing. Wait, light on water looked like food? Okay, that's not a good idea. Why would you think that the light on water would be food? Why would you think that water would be edible? I mean, you can drink it, but it'd be dirty since it's crap water. I mean, you might drown in crap water. Do you want that? Well, I guess he does. I like how the old man's... I mean, yeah, it is pretty much suicide. That is a pretty sad story. Here lies Kina. He committed suicide because he was hungry. Yep. Rest in peace, we never knew you, Kina. We actually never knew you. Like, who the hell are you, Kina? I mean, that is a bit cruel to say, but don't worry, I think Kina suffered worse. I mean, Kina survived the Clarion explosion, for crying out loud. I'm sure Kina will survive this. Maybe. Just maybe. Hey, it's Aiko. So I guess you're done exploring Treno, huh? She wasn't so interested in Treno. I mean, I'll be honest. I kind of agree with Aiko, you know. Treno's different, but it's not that fun. I mean, it does have its nobles and its slums. So it kind of reminds me of that one Midgar city from Final Fantasy VII. You know how just like the slums and everything else. Well, everybody. I mean, you're the only summoner of the tribe. I mean, do you want people to stay away from you? Because okay, that was a terrible reference. I mean, yeah, Dr. Todd is a nerd, so of course he has to know everything about your village or your summoner. You want to be a princess like her? Sure, be adopted at the age of 6. Hey, you're 6. So be adopted into a family where the daughter died, and make sure that the daughter looks just like you. But you may have to have your horn surgically removed while you're still awake, because that's how Celeste became a princess, you know? Oh, she used to be just like you. Actually, she did, I think. Or you can become a slut. You can go either way. You're young, so you can decide how you want to live your life. Mark of the princess? What does that mean? Oh yeah, the jewels that you traded with each other, so that each of you have 2 jewels. Legendary crystals? Are they that legendary? I mean, people did steal them and attack kingdoms for them, so maybe they are that legendary. Wait, you mean the 4 jewels or the 4 crystals were once part of one crystal? That's interesting. Yeah, why is the crystal split into 4 pieces? And what is this crystal about? That's actually pretty interesting, and I'm actually curious. And you're not going to tell me. Oh, Mog, I guess. Well, that's a bit lovely. Mog made a friend. But I guess you want to break them up, since Mog doesn't deserve friends. Mog deserves to be alone because Mog deserted you in danger. So I'm going to save here because it's a very, 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 very good idea to save, because remember how I said you need, like, here's the thing, the game cannot progress if you don't win the 2 games I just played. However, that said, this is the final round, and you're required to play the final round in order to progress the story. However, you are not required to win. As a consequence, you only have 1 chance at playing the final round. And the thing is, you kind of want to win the final round. I'll show you why. Can I register for the final round? I don't want any crap. I'm just gonna go in and, face the champion. So, who are you? Hey, it's Sid. What's up? How'd you come all the way from Lindblom? Wait. Is Sid the champion? Oh, wait a minute. That's right. That guy said that the champion is a female. Erin. So she's someone who works for Regent Sid. I guess it shows you how profitable being a champion of a card game is. Not profitable at all if you have to work for somebody. If you have to work for somebody in a lowly position, as a sailor or something. I mean, maybe being a sailor pays well, but maybe it doesn't. Who knows? What I'm saying is, being a card game champion doesn't pay for your own living. You're not the champion. Your own underling is a champion. But since you own her, I guess you're the champion. Aaron the Tetra Master. So yeah, Aaron the sailor has a deck completely comprised of Oglop cards. So she's crazy. Yes, she is. Does her strategy make any sense? Maybe. But yeah, this is our only chance to fight her, so we have to win this one. Otherwise, yeah. So I think I'm at an advantage here if I just place any old card, because the Oglops don't really have great stats. Wait, what? Oglops don't have great stats. I immediately lose all my crap. Well, I mean, I'm sure this... I want to do this, since I can get more cards. and do a combo. And okay, that was a bit unpleasant, but sure. I think I'll be great if I have a Tonberry here. Let's see here. Nice. This game is sort of making sense. Not really, but okay, this could be crucial, but let's see how I do if I place this here. Okay, your defense is kind of... Okay, win! Did I understand what I was doing? Probably not, but I won! So that's Tetra Master. Umbrella Einheit, are you happy? Because, I mean, that's why you want to be the champion. Oh yeah, so Sailor Aaron is the airship pilot from Lindblom, but let me say this. What I just won was a Rebirth Ring. That is something you want to get, because the abilities you can learn from the Rebirth Ring are awesome. Especially one of the abilities that you will be using. What? Shut up, Regent Sid. Being a bug has messed with your brain. I mean, yeah, what are you doing here? Jeez, everybody just wanted to slack off. Like, the only person who's not slacking off is, you know, Garnet being queen and all. Everybody's here just wasting time, not progressing with this. Oh! So, you've developed the airship without... So, before, airships can only fly if there's mist, because mist powers the airships. But they just rode on an airship, or at least developed an airship, that can run without mist. That's interesting. I mean, I guess the airship is pretty crappy, but I guess it worked, right? What do you mean? I mean, I guess there's still Kuja out on the horizon. But yeah, Queen Garnet, the almighty one, will take care of everything. I can sense like sarcasm in his voice. And what's wrong, Maiko? Yeah, that one Moogle Mog talked to. What did he say? Uh-oh. That... As soon as you leave Alexandria, something terrible happens. Of course. See you next time.